Кибидоп, кибидоп. Всем здорово, с вами Серый. Мы продолжаем проходить Dead Synchronicity Tomorrow Comes Today. Если быть более точным. Значит, в прошлой серии... Короче, нам надо сейчас попасть в этот... Там, в медпункт. Ну, короче, на склад, где хранятся эти медикаменты, всякая вот эта фигня. Значит, мы нашли, как спуститься в люк. Ну, пройти по канализации. В этот склад. Значит, нам нужен фонарик. Ну, что-то, что будет освещать, потому что там очень темно. Последнее, что вот мы отвлекли этих, короче говоря, там часовых. У них из мотоцикла спиздили толстые кожаные перчатки. Так, если подумать, то по идее сейчас эти толстые кожаные перчатки где-то надо использовать, да? Только где? Вот это что? Гора отбросов. Подожди. Подожди, я кое-что вспомнил, кажется. Как выйти? Да понял. Подожди. Я, кажется, кое-что вспомнил. Там была, значит, рыбка, которую он голыми руками не хотел брать. А если ее перчатками взять? Ну-ка попробуем, давай.
The entire world has collapsed. Why would I care in the least about leaving fingerprints here?
А, нет? Подожди, а что ты ее выбрал? Он в карман ее не хочет брать. Так, значит там...
Use this here?
Блять, значит не здесь. Так, ну... Хуй его знаю. Что там в храме, что есть? Я так понимаю, раз мы последнее, что нашли, это перчатки, значит, наверное, все равно надо сейчас их где-то использовать.
Oh, no. Here comes that sensation again. It's like floating in a...
Да ладно. Так. Где их использовать? Пойдемте в лагерь. Давай, иди сюда. Так.
The entire world has collapsed. Why would I...
Да подожди.
I don't think I'd gain anything, but...
Блять, из рогатки давай их застрелим.
Shoot over there. Even if I had a projectile handy. I consider myself rather clumsy. I just end up getting my fingers...
Ты что, из рогатки не умеешь стрелять, что ли? Что, прикалываешься?
Something tells me these men are already armed. And not exactly with rocks.
Блять. Перчатки даем так.
I doubt they have any need for these gloves. They don't look like motorcyclists.
Значит, не здесь. Денег-то у меня же нет, да? А этому впарить перчатки можно, нет? Тудум. А он бочку... А, подожди, он бочку что-то не мог же поднять.
Okay, here goes. It's impossible to budge these drums at all.
А так
What
не
for?
получится.
I'd only end up denting the metal of the drums a little. I'm afraid I can't...
Хуй знает зачем, ну. О, а этот куда свалил? Дедок-то. Пойдем побазарим с барменом.
Hello again. I'm not really...
Ничего ты мне не можешь предложить, охотник. Привет, охотник.
Hi Mike, so what brings you here?
Так.
Do the words Beechwood Oracle mean anything to you?
No. Sorry, dude. Doesn't ring a bell. What is it? Some kind of riddle or play on words?
I don't know.
Кроссворд, я
Someone told me
разгадываю.
about it, and I'm curious. That's all.
Ну все,
I should be
пока.
going now.
Ты мне
Fine, mate.
больше не
You're
нужен.
welcome anytime. Remember, dude, here we can get you whatever you need. No questions asked.
Закажи ему что-нибудь. Пусть достанет. Опять же, у нас денег нету, так что он бесплатно-то не будет доставать явно.
Okay.
Да все, ладно. Я
It's
просто так нажал. Так. Где нам использовать наши, блядь, перчатки? Или что? С бездомным.
Can I ask you a few?
Давай
I'll
зададим.
answer anything you want.
Tell me about Rod Atkinson.
Well, I don't know him very well, but they say he's decent enough. Too decent for the times we're living in. Did you know that before coming here, he was someone important? I think he worked for the government, and he still has some good contacts on the outside. But they're not good enough to get that stupid do-gooder and his family out of here.
Stupid do-gooder?
Well, you know how it is. Rod is one of those good Samaritans who think they can save the world. He has helped a lot of people in the camp, but I think he's going to run into problems. I reckon that he's too weak for these times. I don't know how long he'll be able to survive.
You said he had a son. A pretty good reason to hang on, don't you think?
Yes, Colin. I haven't seen that kid running around here for some time.
Да, он
You know
слегка
if he's
приболел
all right.
только.
Well, I'm glad he's not anywhere near me. That brat doesn't have anything better to do than to try to snoop in my shopping cart.
Короче, он ничего интересного
Just
не
be
расскажет. Все
sure
равно,
to
я думаю.
stay away from my things.
Че у него там?
Overflowing, dirty, and infested with flies. This would be Diogenes' dream shopping cart.
Ну что там по-любому, да, ничего нету интересного. Тут тоже, наверное. Ёб твою мать!
I'm not gonna snuff out this oil lamp. This place
Так ты
is sinister
забери
enough
ее,
with light.
придурок! Ты чё, дурак что ли? Возьми ее.
The oil lamp is the only source of light in this part of the trailer. Better not fool with it. I might end up in complete darkness.
Вот почему он ее
The
не
light from
берет?
the oil lamp fills the room with shadows, and that damn flame never stops flickering in the shifting air currents, although the alternative wouldn't be much better, being in complete darkness.
Смотри. У нас есть, блядь, масляная лампа, нахуй.
It's
Возьми
bolted from
ее и
inside.
полезли в,
I'm
этот,
afraid it's not going to open.
в канализацию, потом вернем его.
I'm
Почему
not
ты ее
gonna
не
snuff
берешь?
out this oil lamp.
Господи, вот ты дар, идиот. Чё он на кресло? Зачем мне? Фиг хуй его знает. Вот я бы взял просто эту лампу сейчас и все. Хуй его знает, блядь. Пойдем в город сходим. Как быстрей. Этот чувак тут все еще что-то нифига не может открыть. Дитуля.
This chain and padlock have this door locked up tight. Whoever did this made sure that no one will be able to open it again without the right key.
Чё?
A dirty window at ground level for ventilation. It's the only opening this building's basement has to the outside.
Дед, вон, разбей окно. Чё тут дверь пытаешься скрыть? Да залезь и спи там. Давайте ему разобьем окно, может.
That would be one way of getting into the house. But the noise of breaking
то есть
glass
можно
would alert the
разбить.
soldiers posted nearby. I'd rather not think about what those savages would do to this old man. And me.
Блядь, а как-нибудь потихоньку разбей, я не знаю. Как можно разбить потихоньку окно? Ну-ка.
This quilted fabric fits the size of the window perfectly.
Так. И сейчас можно разбить? И не так слышно, да, будет?
Okay, let's try this. And let's cross our fingers that the seat cover absorbs the noise of the breaking
Опа-на.
glass. If the soldiers next door find me, they'll blow my head off without bothering
Ну
to
давай,
ask
хватит
questions.
болтать, ломай. Ну, типа приглушил, что ли? Эй, дед, вон залазь, что ты делаешь?
You've done it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm safe now. God
Да нет
bless you,
проблем.
stranger. You saved my life.
Take care of yourself, old man. And I don't have to tell you, don't open the door to strangers.
Давай сюда кусачки, они мне по-любому нужны будут. Такой бросил, ага, сразу их. А, нахрен они мне выбросил на дорогу. Дед. Так. Что, у нас сейчас есть кусачки, блядь. Ну-ка. Подожди-ка. Я, кажется, опять что-то вспомнил. Давай. Там же что-то у нас было, да? Эти кусты, которые нельзя, которые надо чем-то разрезать. Блять, ебаный телефон опять не включается. Так, вот. Ну-ка.
Let's see what's on the other side of this hedge.
Во. Ништяк.
No! Please! These visions! My head!
You won't get any of his things. I won't allow it. Do you hear me?
Michael, is that you? Thank God we found you. It's me, Chris. Don't you recognize me? But there is a solution, Michael. All is not lost. There is still a possibility of salvation for us. For each and every one of us.
You have to stop this, Michael. You have to quit.
I can't do it.
It's destroying us, don't you see? It's killing
Он
us.
что, раньше был алкашом?
Inside me! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! These visions are getting more intense all the time. The pain is unbearable. Who's Chris? Salvation is still possible, he said. Could that be true? And once again, that female voice has been haunting me since I woke up. Who is she? Why was she so distressed? What the hell happened to us? Or is going to happen to us?
Так. Что здесь? Ничего такого нету. Вот мы туда можем пройти, да? Куда ты?
Oh no. The image of that guy again. It's like a loop that keeps repeating. Over and over again.
Ну и что ты пришел обратно и
Damn
смотришь, как он
nightmare that repeats over
пытается
and
себя
over
убить?
again.
Пришел такой обратно. Пошли, и кого ты? Вот. Сюда. Так. Это что тут? Подвальчик какой-то. Проволока под напряжением.
More of that barbed wire that adorns all the city's buildings. If I get up close enough, I can hear a slight buzz, a sure sign that this fence is electrified.
И че? Ай, похуй. Они же это. Вон там видно в конце перемотаны. Тебя не
I'll
должно
use the
жахнуть.
gloves as insulation so I can cut the wire.
А. Перчатки. И что, он перережет сейчас? А, вот для чего перчатки нужны были.
Perfect.
Вообще замечательно. Так, и что сейчас? Эй.
Let's see
Полузакопанная
what's down
пластина.
here. It's a trapdoor, and it looks like it
Опа-на.
hasn't been used in a long, long time.
Полезли. Так, это что, мы спустились, значит, да? Так, это вверх, это туда. Это что, тут трупачки? Хуя себе. Столько мертвых. Они их просто в кучу кидают. Так, кислота какая-то. Давайте возьмем. Что тут больше? Ну туда мы все равно же не спустимся.
What is this place? Where the devil am I? It seems like the small building at the ground level is just camouflage. The most important part is here underground. Are all of them dissolved? How many patients can there be packed in here? Dozens? Hundreds? This is horrible.
Не, ну музыкальное сопровождение в игре вообще классно сделано. Нагнетает сразу так обстановочку. Мне нравится. Давай полезем. Я уже думал, опять ничего не сможет. Полезли, что? Разведет так. Такой ходит у них по базе. Тыридит спокойно. Спуск в главный зал. Тележка уборщика. Так.
A tiny lock is preventing me from opening the door, and despite its size, it seems to be very strong.
Кислотой сейчас сломаем, да?
It won't open that way.
А, нет. Не знаю, ломом. Ой, нет. Ломом попробуем.
I'm not going to open it this. I don't see any cracks in the door big enough to get any leverage.
Да пошел ты. Черный пакет, да? Окей.
It's sagging from the weight, and so dilapidated that I doubt this janitor's cart has many more trips left in it.
Да она ни одного, мне кажется, не выдержит. Посмотрите, она разваливается. Так, значит, нам надо железный шкаф как-то открыть. Пока мы его открыть не можем, да? Потому что... Так, здесь что?
Unlike its neighbors, this door is hanging open. All I see inside are remnants of stickers and torn photographs. It looks like someone left in a hurry, without even saying goodbye.
Что там, ничего нет? Так, здесь ничего нету, да? Надо внимательно все осматривать. Тут бывает, пропускаешь что-нибудь. Плакат какой-то. Мусора, окурки.
The future is in our hands. Collaborate, rebuild, report. From the text,
Стучите.
I say this poster must have been part of a government campaign launched after the Great Wave.
Так, значит, здесь ничего. Вот стеклянный шкаф есть.
Locked, of course. I'm starting to get annoyed with this sense of ownership I see in all the people with closets, lockers, and other storage furniture in the city.
Закрыто там стеклянный, давай разобьем.
I'd rather use a key to open this case, but I'm a bit short on time. So...
Да давай ломай. Ой.
Who is it? Who's there?
Ой, привет. Я случайно локтем разбил.
What are you doing here? Have you come to steal something? Take one more step and I'll call the soldiers.
No, wait, please, don't do that.
Security, this is Nurse Uma Grundy. I need you to come right away.
Ох ты, сука,
No,
вот
wait.
попадался. Они меня ёбнут, дура.
You can't turn me in. Those soldiers will kill me if they find me here.
You should have thought of that before you walked into this trap. You'd better save your breath and get out of here fast, before those savages get here.
Нахуй ты их вызвала?
I thought the first priority of people in the medical profession was to save lives, and you're going to get me killed.
Don't you dare judge me. You have no idea what we're going through in here.
Да мне
Our
пофиг.
priority is our patients, and yours should be to get if you value your...
Wait a minute. Did you say Uma? Nurse Uma?
Yes, that's my name.
Wait, please don't turn me in. I know your father. I saved his life just a few hours ago. They were going to deport him to the refugee camp, but I was able to stop it.
My God, did you say my father? Tell me, how is he? Has anything happened to him?
Don't worry, Uma. He's safe. He told me about you and your work in this place. He was worried. He'll want to know that you're all right. Wait, please don't turn me in.
This is Nurse Uma Grundy. It turned out to be a false
Это
alarm. You
этот
don't have to come,
получается
thank you.
бомж, который
Thank you, Uma.
сидел
Did the
там,
right
грелся
thing. My name is Michael.
But now you should explain why you burst in here like
возле
that. What are
забегаловки
you looking
охотника.
for?
Да, это ее батя,
Michael?
по-моему.
I came to get medicine. I need a cure for the dissolved.
Cure? There's no such thing. You won't find it here or anywhere else. The authorities distributed a memo among the medical staff months ago. I'm sure you can still find a copy of it around here somewhere. It told us that they've definitely abandoned the search for a medicine. You made a mistake risking your life to get in here. The only thing we store here is pain. This place is a tomb for those poor infected devils, but also for the people who work here. I'm sorry, Michael. The dissolved are condemned to death.
No, that can't be. There has to be a solution. A cure.
Давай изобретем лекарство.
Poor Rod. Poor Colin.
Короче, да, это дочь этого старика, которого там палатку украли, он возле костра сидел, грелся. Возле забегаловки, где охотник сидит. А потом он куда-то пропал еще. Так, ну я слышал, в лагере беженцев говорят, что здесь производится и хранится какое-то лекарство. Обречены. Я слышал, как они кричат от боли, что в действительности происходит с тающими. Так, ну давай про лекарство спросим.
They said a cure is being produced and stored here. Well, if that's not the case, what's the purpose of a building like this?
The army deliberately keeps that rumor about a possible cure alive. You see, as long as people still have some hope left, it is much easier to control the city more effectively. But it's a lie.
I understand.
This medical center was built just after the Great Wave, taking advantage of some abandoned underground facilities. That was when the authorities were beginning to work on their project to rebuild the city. They told us the building was going to be used to take in the first patients. Of course, we had no idea the disease would become so widespread. I left my job in a clinic downtown to come here. I wanted to lend a hand. They demanded total confidentiality about our work to avoid causing panic in the population. Not even my father knew what we were really doing in here.
Yes. He told me that when I asked him about this place.
At first, we treated the patients with great care. There was medicine to ease their suffering and even research into a possible cure. Everything was going smoothly.
And then what happened?
Things started to go wrong. When the number of patients multiplied, we couldn't keep up. And then we began to run out of even the most basic supplies. And that was when the army took over complete control of the center.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Then they sealed off the building. No one was allowed to leave, not even us. We doctors and nurses have been shut in here for months, isolated without even a glimpse of daylight. They say it's for security reasons. It's for our own safety. Oh yeah. Now our medical care is limited to wrapping up the patients in plastic bags, like the ones they use to transport cadavers, and then simply waiting for them to die, doing what little we can do to ease their suffering. Then we dispose of their remains, dissolving the black bags in acid for decontamination. And that's about it. That's all we can do with the resources we have. And sometimes it's just too much to bear.
Condemned to die. I heard their cries of pain out there. What really happens to the dissolved?
These people suffer the most excruciating pain and die in the most horrible way I've ever seen. The first symptoms are bouts of nausea and fainting, which become more frequent and prolonged as the disease progresses. Until, in the end, their entire metabolism enters a state of shock. Then, their entire cell structure dissolves. It simply disintegrates. There's no medical explanation. It just happens. But there's something even stranger about the disease.
What could be stranger than what you just told me?
The dissolved become erratic, unpredictable, eccentric. They're uncontrollable. That's why the army fears them. They're afraid of their unpredictable behavior, but also of their strange messages. So the sole function of this place is to keep them locked away, hidden, and under the army's control, until death takes them off their hands, one by one. It's also why people who harbor the dissolved are punished, and it's also the reason for the existence of the cleanup brigades.
And what is it that makes the dissolve so unpredictable and dangerous?
They know, Michael. You probably think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, they know. They talk about events no one else knows about. They sense things. They bring back information from the places they go. And they talk to the dead there, Michael. They communicate with the dead. They know, Michael. That's all.
They're just sick people, Uma.
No,
Что-то
they're
симптомы-то
more than just
подходят.
ordinary sick people. You wouldn't talk like that if you had been living with them, and their messages and their prophecies all these months.
Я тоже, походу, заражен.
Wait a minute. Did you just say the
У
dissolve?
нас же есть какие-то видения
Let me tell you a story.
пророческие.
When I first came to the center, I became friendly with a patient, a 13-year-old girl. All the time I was taking care of her, she never stopped chatting. She told me all about the underground highways. She said she went there every day.
Underground highways?
She said they all went there when they lost consciousness. Obviously, I felt great pity for the girl, but in time I also came to feel tremendous fear. I was afraid of that poor, hopeless child. Her visions, her dreams, her messages terrified me. And then one night she sat down next to another patient, an older woman who looked surprisingly healthy. According to our calculations, this woman still had a few months to live. The woman had just lost consciousness. "Leave me alone with her," the girl said to me. "It won't be long now." And she took the woman's hand. And just seconds later, the woman started to dissolve, shrieking and writhing in pain, until there was nothing left of her but a puddle of brown, viscous liquid. The girl turned to me and said, "I knew she was leaving us, and I didn't want her to go alone. That would have been very sad, wouldn't it, Uma?" The girl's face was still dripping with the remains of the patient. She knew what was going to happen, Michael. She saw it. From then on, my fear became uncontrollable. I felt defenseless next to her.
I understand.
Finally, my panic was so great that I refused to go anywhere near her. And I even, God forgive me, I felt secretly relieved when she herself finally dissolved. They know, Michael, and that's why they're so dangerous to the people in power now.
Не хочу тебя расстраивать, но походу я один из них. Короче, пора
Talk
идти.
to my father, Michael. Tell him that I'm all right, that he shouldn't worry, that we'll be seeing each other soon, very soon.
Да, если честно, потерял, не знаю, где он находится. Почему она вот сидит, у нее типа рабочее место, она тут, блядь, не может подместись, что ли? Везде курки, блядь, тут прямо возле нее мусорка перевернутая. Это чё? Как морфий. Ага. Всё, больше ничего, да, нет. Морфий мы нашли, это уже хорошо. Все? Точно больше ничего нет? А говорить? Говорить с ней по большому счету не о чем. Ну, пойдем. Вроде все. Как железный шкаф-то открыть?
Better not. I'm an intruder in this building, and it's under the Army's control. Going down to the main hall of the hospital would be walking straight into the lion's den.
Ага, давайте пойдем обратно, отдадим морфий этому. Может, здесь в железном шкафчике, наверное, одежда есть какая-то, уборщика. Я потом, может, смогу
I'm
спуститься,
not
как
going to leave
вариант.
this place without finding one of these memos about the dissolve that Uma mentioned. If it's true that the Army has stopped looking for a cure, I'll need some proof to take to Rod.
Подожди.
More of that official propaganda.
А сюда я не могу пройти? То есть смотри. Туда я спуститься не могу.
I'm not
Туда.
going to... If it...
То есть надо здесь что-то найти. Давай здесь посмотрим. Ничего нету, да? Ничего нету. Надо шкаф, значит, открыть. Да ведь? А чё, как его открыть? Пойдемте попытаемся это сделать. Так, значит, что у нас есть? Это так, морфий. Вот эта штука. Блять, ну как его открыть-то? Стеклом там, не знаю. Блять, ты заебешь. Гвозди.
Maybe a professional burglar could do it, but I can never pick this lock with just a handful of rusty nails.
Чё? Вот этой штукой
I
открыть?
don't quite see how I could use this here.
Да заебешь.
I can't help staring at this poster. It says, what?
Так, и чё, как открыть?
I don't see where I could put this in. I'd rather not do that.
А зачем черный пакет нам? Чего?
There's a bunch of papers stuck to the door of the closet. There seems to be some type of bureaucratic form among them.
Чё такое? Сарда Эдриан. Так. Испания, Малайзия, Нью-Йорк, Франция. Так, что это за люди?
Military personnel, GPS, targets, rifles. I'm afraid what's described on these pages doesn't have very much to do with typical medical activities in a hospital. Military...
Кого-то знакомого сейчас найдем. О, Ленин. Что это такое? Это типа... Что это? Группа очистки, что ли? Что это за пиздец? Нейтрализованные цели. Что-нибудь написать можно, нет?
Use this here?
Да заебешь ты.
Best not to waste time trying to nail this here. I don't think I'd gain anything by using this here.
Блядь. Хуй его знает. Что это? Вот формуляры, да, какие-то? Как шкаф-то открыть? Он, главное, не уходит никуда. Типа, мне надо что-то
I'm not
найти,
going to
говорит.
leave this place without finding one of these memos about the dissolve that Uma mentioned. If it's true that the army has stopped looking for a cure.
Памятка. Где ее возьму-то? Я не понимаю, блядь. Здесь, что ли? Плакат. Ну-ка, давай-ка, дай мне памятку.
Hello, Uma. Could you tell me again what this place is used for?
This medical center was built just after the Great Wave, taking advantage of some abandoned underground facilities. That was when the authorities were beginning to work on their project to rebuild the city. They told us the building was going to be used to take in the first patients. Of course, we had no idea the disease would become so widespread. I left my job in a clinic downtown to come here. I wanted to lend a hand. They demanded total confidentiality about our work to avoid causing panic in the population. Not even my father knew what we were really doing in here.
Yes. He told me that when I asked him about this place.
At first, we treated the patients with great care. There was medicine to ease their suffering and even research into a possible cure. Everything was going smoothly.
And then what happened?
things started to go wrong. When the number of patients multiplied, we couldn't keep up. And then we began to run out of even the most basic supplies. And that was when the army took over complete control of the center.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Then they sealed off the building. No one was allowed to leave, not even us. We doctors and nurses have been shut in here for months, isolated without even a glimpse of daylight. They say it's for security reasons. It's for our own safety. Now and then.
Ладно, это же мы слышали уже.
Uma.
Так, значит, все, отстань. Че, у тебя ничего? Ага. Сука, так и знал, блядь, что я что-то не увидел.
Let's see. Inside, I only see
Ну вот и бери, они нам нужны, походу.
and a tiny key.
Ага.
Let's see.
Все, да? А здесь нету случайно какой-нибудь кнопки, которая, блядь, нету, да? Пропуск. Так. Пробел. Угу. Сука.
Benches in front of the lockers. Typical locker room. And so is this musty smell.
Шкафчики, открытый шкаф, плакат. Блять, а чё ж я раньше-то? Сука, не нажимал пробел-то. Сейчас-то вообще будет проще намного, блядь. Ёб твою мать. Фу, блядь. Надо было сразу посмотреть, на какую кнопку подсвечивать можно предмет-то. Так.
Bingo.
Набор тестов на инфекцию. Давай
I'm not going to take any. A small red LED is blinking on all of them, an unmistakable sign that they've been used.
Угу. Ящик какой-то. Все, больше тут ничего нету, да? Чё ты? Шкаф группы очистки. Тесты для инфекций. Все. То есть больше ничего, да, здесь? Все, да. Ну, закрывай. Что мы взяли? Пропуск. Отлично.
It's an internal army memo for the hospital's medical staff. The report talks about the failure to develop a cure for the dissolved, and what's even worse, the decision to finally abandon the search for one. A rather large plywood crate. It used to hold some of the cleanup brigade's work tools. Authorized vehicle pass. It's the ID that allows the cleanup brigades to get in and out of the hospital compound in their macabre ambulances. From what I can tell, the army can pump you full of lead if you try to come through the gate without one of these. According to one of the cleanup brigade's forums, this is the device they use to navigate during their raids. Sort of like an electronic map. It looks like some satellites are actually still working after the Great Wave. Something I could easily confirm if this contraption had batteries in it.
Батарейки надо найти. Так, что сейчас я туда-то смогу? Нет.
Better not. I'm an intruder. Going down to the main hall of the hospital would be.
Ну, значит, этот... Как его? Пропуск там не работает. Что-то здесь записи какие-то сделал. Так, но... Где-то он будет работать. Значит, отчет мы достали. Пойдемте обратно, вернемся. Но обратно мы вернемся в следующей серии. С вами был Серый. Пока.